Hello and welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to share something I've been playing around with today, Midjourney AI. Never heard of it until a couple of days ago. It's really quite remarkable. It's free, so I'll put a link below if it's something you're not familiar with. Basically, you type in prompts and the AI creates images based on those prompts. And what I discovered today is that you can also use images as prompts along with words. So you can take an existing image, put it in, add in some other words, and it will create a further image which is in some way related to the original plus the instructions or the prompts that you gave it. So I thought I'd try it on some Bleep and Booster images. This is not for everyone. Some people don't like this kind of thing, but I think it's a lot of fun to play around with, and I think it does have applications going forward as well, once I got used to how to put the prompts in, which is the hard bit or the clever bit, let's say. So I put this image from the original 1960s episode Solaron of the controller, a supposedly evil alien who turns out not to be evil, spoiler alert there. Played around with a couple of prompts, putting in alien man and evil and a couple of other things. And it came up with something that does actually look like the original alien, I would say. You can then do variations on that image. And then I tried this from the 1967 annual, and I didn't really think very carefully about the prompts, and the images really bear no relation at all, really, to the original Bleep and Booster image. So I tried a little bit harder to come up with decent prompts, actually specifying that there's a human boy and an alien boy and a dragon breathing fire with a baby dragon, and it certainly improved it. It's starting to look a little bit more like, well, not looking like the original image, but at least it bears some relation to it. I was offered various different interpretations and then picked a couple that I liked and did further iterations of those. They're quite low resolution, these ones, but luckily I have gigapixel AI, which can restore them to a decent size. And the one I liked most was this one. And okay, it's got a baby dinosaur in, and the big dinosaur is breathing fire, and there are two characters in it. I'm not sure how they relate to human boy and alien boy, but I think it's a really interesting thing to experiment with. And that is a completely new piece of art. Well, not art in the sense that I didn't create it, but it's a completely new creation, let's say. And then one last try was on the inside cover of the 1968 annual. How to describe that? Well, I gave it a go, and I came up with a prompt description of smiling astronaut boy running and beckoning to yellow robot alien friend and small cute dog in flying red car, 20 small aliens running towards the astronaut boy with spears. And because that was a bit more specific than I'd been using before, I think it did come up with something a little bit closer and more interesting, particularly like the interpretation of the script there. Thought for a while it was perhaps using a foreign language, but it's just some kind of odd AI creation there. Anyway, usual thing, multiple pictures to choose from, and then multiple iterations going forward. And at least they do bear some relation to the original artwork. And I think that's quite an interesting thing to see, really. What William Timmin would have made of this, I don't know. I'd like to think he'd have smiled at it or found it fascinating. But I think it's something certainly to look at going forward, and hope to be doing more of this kind of thing. Hopefully more focused on getting it closer to the original artwork. And it would be nice to revisit the original 1960s work and bring that to life in some way using some of these techniques. So thanks for watching, and there'll be more soon.